Welcome everyone to the Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. Our celebration service is beginning now. Welcome Reverend Doctors Rita and Patrick Feren.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our beautiful Memorial Day celebration. I know it's going to unfold perfectly. If you didn't bring flowers, we have flowers, so you're still welcome to come up when we get to that point and honor somebody that you want to honor, or honor someone more than one is fine too. All right, so
let's just take a moment in that wonderful, wonderful, beautiful space that we have created here. This space of love. And if you're here for the first time, welcome, 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 welcome. And so let's just take a moment to just breathe in, to just allow ourselves to land. And whatever happened before this moment, it's already happened. And whatever is happening in the future hasn't happened yet. Or in the quantum field, it's all happening right here and right now in this divine moment. So I am so grateful for us coming together in community as Ohana. And we know that this beautiful, beautiful ceremony and this time together unfolds from a place of perfection, but most of all, always from a place of love. So today we go beyond the veil, and we meet love again. It's always about love, and so it is.
So it is. Thank you. Kyle and Luis, take us away.
One power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth. Simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power. We speak so many languages, have different clothing, different colors, different names. Different is only dangerous when we forget that in the heart we're all the same. We'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Nature, Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power. Come on, everybody, sing along. One power, one power, one power. It's the moment of creation. It's It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration, the sunshine on my face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the one power. It's one power. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon for its love that's most deep. It's one power. It's one power. One power. What we are is one power. One power. One power. One power. One power. One power.
If you're wondering why I'm smiling, we have a cat back here that just loves these flowers. What I love about animals is no matter what you have planned, it doesn't really matter because they've got their own plans. So Quanta, if you're here for the first time, is our center cat. And she splits her time between the center and our...
Brother Sage, she likes your flowers.
Yes, she does.
Anyway. Well, welcome again, and I guess what I want to do first...
Well, if you're just tuning in, too, because we live stream this, I just want to... If you're just tuning in, you're wondering what's going on here, you are at the Center for Spiritual Living Kauai and the Institute of Magnificence, and this is Reverend Dr. Rita, and I am Reverend Dr. Patrick. So that's just doing this all again. Whoa, Carol Merrill.
Okay, so let's take a moment to look at this beautiful statement up here. This is our vision statement, and this to me is the healing of the world. This idea of moving from duality to unity consciousness. So let's just read it together. Awakening humanity to its magnificence by walking the bridge from duality to unity consciousness. Thank you so much. Yeah.
And so this month has been all about wisdom.
It's been really about wisdom.
We're finding out this wonderful wisdom that we all are and that we can tap into in any moment. But we have an affirmation that we will say together. I'll say it once and we can all say it together a few times. Divine wisdom flows through me with clarity and ease.
Divine wisdom flows through me with clarity and ease.
One more time. Divine wisdom flows through me with clarity and ease.
So I want to just say a few things about the science of mind, which is the philosophy that we practice here and which we take into our lives. And the good thing about it is it's a practical philosophy. And that means we use it in life. We don't just come here on a Sunday, think about it, you know, do a few spiritual mind treatments, and then leave here and forget it. So one of the principles, the only principle really, truly, is that there's one power. I just love that song that Kyle sang, written by Daniel Nemad. And what does that mean? I mean, he mentions all these names, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, but there's just one power. There's only one power. And that power manifested through all those people, but the power is invisible. The power is really pure love, is what it is. And it's manifesting itself as all of us in our own unique individual way. So whatever's going on in our life, if we can just remember that one thing, we can move through anything, really, because the power is infinite. The power is unlimited. It's unlimited potential in every single solitary moment. It doesn't stay the same I mean, when it's moving through us, there is a constant about it. It is changeless, but when it's moving through us, we have the opportunity to use it in any way we want. And this morning I was brought back, since it's this month is about wisdom and ancestral wisdom, we were brought back to the teachings of Florence Shinn. She was a New Thought teacher back in the 1800s, and a very wise woman. Her books are wonderful. They're short and easy to read. They're My Word is My Wand is the one that's coming to my mind right now. But anyway, we watched this short clip about her today, and I had forgotten this, and I think it's just so powerful, talking about the one power. So she had an affirmation for people when they were going through troubles, and she told them to only say it once, which I find really, really quite powerful. The affirmation is, I cast this burden on the Christ within, and I walk free. And she told her clients to only say it once. And the reason she said that, I'm giving this whole big speech, I'm sorry, but the reason she said that was because if you keep saying it over and over and keep looking for it, then you've forgotten what you just said, which is to walk free and trust the power within. And calling it the Christ is just that light of love and that is within each of us, that is our recognition of the power, the one power. Anyway, look her up, Florence Shinn. That's my Science of Mind spiel for this morning.
Well, I'll just add on to that. It's funny, there's a young man, he's 19, his name is Wesley O'Brien, and he is not from this time and space. He is so advanced for a 19-year-old. I mean, he was on YouTube, but he's the one, and he's 19, and he sits in his car and he does these videos, and it was just funny because he brought up Florence Shinn. And he said, my generation's not going to know this, but 100 years ago, somebody was talking about this exact thing about casting your burden, and he goes, and if you're sitting here today waiting for me to split the screen or some great music coming in because that's what we want, he said, then you've already lost the game. Because I'm here to tell you at 19 years old that I came from the backseat of a car with my parents, homeless, and I'm making more than probably everyone who's watching this right now. And he was just really this little powerful guy, but he was like Florence Shinn and talked about all those New Thought family.
Ancestors,
and I'm going, wow, it cannot be real. Yes.
All right, you ready for...
Did you notice we're on different sides today?
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice.
The reason I say
that's
that
because
is
we're changing.
We're just
but
breaking
anyway,
pattern.
let's keep going here. I got to get on my right side.
If you're here for the first time, I'm sorry. I mean,
okay. All right.
No.
You are magnificent.
Well, you are. I know I'm magnificent.
You are.
Please don't. These people are not in that big a hurry. They're really not. Look at them. I just fed them some stuff out there. You guys got coffee in you. You're set to go. So, but I do know there's some new people that are in this room, and we always like to recognize that. And I just wanted to make sure everybody got the information about you before we tell you what we found out. Yeah. It was on YouTube. I'm just letting you know. So, are you ready to let them know exactly who they are? You ready? Okay. You are magnificent. Ah, isn't that wonderful? Let's tell him just one more time. I'm just in the mood to so she can say he's not sticking to the program. Okay, you ready? You are magnificent. Oh, and we know that all about you because we discovered our own magnificence. And when we discovered that, we could see that in everyone else. And it takes some time. Someone says to me many times, why are you still saying you are magnificent 13 years later? Because I want it to be something that we do 24 hours a day to remind us that we are magnificent. So let's anchor it in, shall we? Put your hand on your heart if it feels good. I am magnificent. And we are not alone because we are in this wonderful quantum field together. So what is it? We are magnificent. And I'm getting a download. There's a camera staring at us all there. Yeah. And I hear people saying, what about me? What about me? I'm magnificent. Why don't you tell me I'm magnificent? Okay. You ready? You are magnificent.
Yeah.
Now,
can you give a special shout out to Bob Blair? I know he's watching, and he really needs our love right now.
Hey,
love you.
we know a whole bunch of people. Yes, it's just like romper, do. Yes. Where were we? Oh, we were at your favorite part, Candy's favorite. Do you know who this is? This is Candy Bar. How would you like to have that name?
It's sweet.
Candy Bar.
And sweet.
And her husband, Cliff Bar. So say what, I don't know. And, you know, this is just me in the morning. But anyway, so go look at somebody and let them know that they are magnificent. You are magnificent. You are magnificent.
Okay, now we're going to do the flowers.
Is this a flower now?
Yeah. So we have to have Kyle come up.
Oh.
Then? Okay, I'll do it.
Wonderful.
All right. So, okay. So if you've been here before, for the last 13 years, we do something called a Memorial Day service, flower service, I guess is what we call it, where we honor all those people that have transitioned that we want to honor. And what we ask people to do is bring a flower and bring the flower up and put it on this beautiful altar. And by the time we're done, we will have a beautiful altar of flowers up here. If you have not brought a flower, we have flowers.
Yes,
so
we
just
do.
in case, which we're going to move down here, and we're going to invite up Reverend Diane, who's going to be part of this, and Deb Valentina to help us. So, like I said, if you don't have a flower, we will help you have a flower. So,
and while we have this pause moment, I want to shout out something. You know, our Orion, who is our volunteer of the month, and his brother Kieran, yesterday he graduated. I thought he might be here, but he's not here. He graduated yesterday with flying colors. Mama Bear is sitting right over here, and it was beautiful, and thank you for the tape. So let's just say into that camera, congratulations, Orion. Congratulations, Orion. Yeah.
I just want to say he graduated with high marks from the National Honor Society and got MVP for the tennis team.
That's why we bring the mothers in, to let them know.
all right, so
All
everybody,
right.
let's just take a deep breath, because we're going into this very sacred time and honoring people that we love and cherish that have gone before us. And Patrick, you want to start with some of the names we have up here, and if we repeat the name, if we give a name, because we made a list of all the people that come from the center. So, and if you're honoring one of these people, feel free to say the name again, all right? And we're just going to do that.
And what happened was we called a few people that have been members, such as Dana Craig, who just lost her son. And his name is John Michael Craig. And some of these people are watching, that's why I want to make sure. Okay.
And then Tanner Prentice passed away last year, a young man of 23, who is the grandson of Marilyn Taylor. And then, of course,
We have Mary McDermott
and
and
Charlotte Russell,
Rob Jones,
Kelly Stevenson,
Karen Lieberman,
Papa Joe,
Jai Robertson,
Louise Lolita Horney,
Atmosphere,
John Lydgate,
our beautiful, beautiful Terry Taylor, Bob Proctor,
Lori Donato, Lois Michael,
Nora Mellon Bailey,
Otto Bear,
Otto Bear, Danny Hishimoto,
Richard Morgan,
Barbara Waterhouse,
George Crawford,
Brad Blaisdell,
Donald Carlson,
Dr. Marlene Morris, and I know Sherry is watching too, who just lost our wonderful Tom Till, her husband. So this is for him today as well. And Roseanne, who is in Africa and is our practitioner, we wanted to put her son, Chris, also, that she lost this year. So
and then Go ahead.
Don Adams,
Matt Tesler, Patricia Coker, and then Patrick, your list.
and then my mom, my father, everybody on that one, my two fathers actually. And then Merlin and our beautiful Miss Kitty, who's now on my shoulder, tattooed there, my beautiful Miss Kitty, and all the Feren family, and Gigi and Henrietta and Mark.
Yeah, and my family, Rocco Andriello and that lineage, and also Claire Hertz and her lineage. And so now we have a song by Kyle, and then we'll come up one at a time and do it. Go ahead, Kyle.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love, love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love.
If you'd like to come up and speak your loved one's name and place a flower in the vase, please come up the center aisle. Otto Decker and Rita Decker.
Candle Russell Fricano. My parents and my two brothers, David and Robert.
My wife, Catherine, and both my parents.
I honor all of my relatives, ancestors, and pets.
My entire family. Joy Roberts and Gabriella Taylor.
I honor my family, especially my Uncle Jerry that I lost this year, my mother and my father, and my dear Tom.
On my dad's side of the family, my mom's side of the family, and any friends, connections, and loved ones I honor.
Don Gordon, my father, Richard Johnson, friend down in Missouri.
And I honor my beloved Otto Bear and all of my ancestors and his as well. For
Okay. For a beautiful child of God. My daughter, Frank, my grandmother, Emily, and my mother, Catherine.
My husband, Christopher William Mag, my mother and father, Gail and Anita Pride Tower, and all the ancestors.
My husband, Ken.
my dear parents, my grandparents, my two husbands, Papa Joe, and my brother.
My parents, John and Eleanor Harder, and my brother Scott Harder.
My parents, grandparents, and pets.
Jim and Janet Buckley, Peter Buckley, Alfred Buckley, my grandparents, Diane's parents, and so on.
Gabriella Taylor, ancestor lineage on the Levin side and the Berenson side.
My mom, Patty Smith, Dad, Herbert Hoover, my sister, Noelle, my twin, Linda, best friends, soulmates, Joshua, Linda, and Lestat, my dog, all my pets, and for sure all my ancestors, also appreciated.
My ancestors, Michael and Quiva.
I've had the pleasure of knowing Candy's mom, Nettie Slochin. There's one for her. And also, I want to give some for my mother, Anna Mary Muha.
My entire ancestral lineage.
Aloha. This is for all the people in my life who've transitioned. You know who you are. And this is a bird of paradise from our garden because Mary is a bird of paradise.
For my father, Leonard Crawford, and my brother, Chuck Crawford.
For my dad, Jim, for Rob Jones, and then for my family who has come before me, thank you.
We recently lost Uncle John Wagner.
My mother, my father, one brother and one sister. I have another.
For all my brothers, my sister, my brother-in-law, and all the ones that I love that weren't related, but good friends. Roger Walraven. May they all be at peace.
For my father and mother.
I would like to honor all of our veterans that have passed, that fought for our freedoms and lost their lives. all of them throughout all time, not just this country, everyone that's lost their life in the search of freedom.
So for my mom, Potenciana Kayoko Javinar Benz.
Where's Luis?
Everyone else okay?
Everyone good? So
we just put the rest
yeah,
in.
we'll put the rest in. We have a special song with the Namaste Singers, and then Reverend Diane will treat us out.
It's beautiful.
We are held in the hands of grace, forever safe in the arms of love. Like a child receives protection from a mother's warm embrace, we are held in the hands of grace. You are held in the hands of grace, forever safe in the arms of love. Like a child receives protection from a mother's warm embrace, you are held in the hands of grace. We are held in the hands of grace, forever safe in the arms of love. Like a child receives protection from a mother's warm embrace, we are held in the hands of grace. We are held in the hands of grace.
And held in the hands of grace, we know we are one with the loving, infinite presence that is all around us. Today we center ourselves in the knowing that we are divinely guided, guarded, and protected at all times. We live and move and have our very being as an expression of the one power, the one presence, the one love that is in and through everything seen and unseen. And so in this moment, I speak a word of blessing for this congregation here and online or wherever they may hear my voice, knowing that they are infinitely held in the hands of grace. Each one of us is divinely energized with the loving spirit and energy of God, moving in and through every muscle, tissue, and fiber of the body temple is that divine energy, healing, blessing, and making whole the body temple. I speak this word for abundance, knowing that each one of us is guided to our creative self-expression that brings more good into our life, pressed down and overflowing. More than we could use, we give, and we share from the overflow of abundance. I speak this word of blessing for creative self-expression, knowing that it moves through us to bring our gifts that we are divinely guided to give into this world, that they may be known through us. I speak this word of blessing, especially on this Memorial Day, to heal all relationships, past, present, and future, knowing that in this moment, the healing takes place fully, completely, and forevermore. I speak this word of blessing for peace, for ourselves and for the world, knowing that my peace, our peace, goes out from here to touch the lives like ripples of water leaving the island of Kaua'i, loving peace spread around the world. And it is with the greatest of thanksgiving that I know that this word accomplishes, that it is done in this moment that I have spoken this word. There is nothing in between us and the divine, and so all obstacles are removed now from the perfect manifestation of this prayer. And so I release my word to the law of mind and spirit, knowing that it knows exactly what to bring forth through us, and it does so easily, effortlessly, in a loving, peaceful, creative, and abundant way. And so it is that I let go, I allow it to come forth in the perfect way for each one of us. And if you agree with this word that I have spoken, please join me in saying, and so it is. Amen.
How's everybody? Everybody? Really feel your feelings, whatever they are. Don't block them. I've had a lot of feelings come up this last week. We've been talking about wisdom all month, and I just finished doing a 21-day meditation, morning meditation on Facebook called 21 Days of Ancestral Wisdom. And it brought up a lot about my own ancestors and what I take from them and what I want to leave behind, and just all of it. It's just a lot. So the last day of the meditation, there was a quote that came up that said this, and I almost didn't use it because it was like, it said, when an elder dies, a library burns to the ground. So just take it in for a moment, though. When an elder dies, a library burns to the ground. It's apparently an African proverb. So I thought about it. I wasn't going to use it in my meditation because I was like, oh, that sounds like really kind of gruesome, right? Or like ending or whatever. But then I just kind of went deeper with it. And what I realized from it is that it can't really burn to the ground unless we let it. And if it does burn to the ground, what's left? Because energy cannot be created or destroyed, right? So what's left is just the consciousness of that person. And I thought about my own father, who, well, my family comes from a lot of pain because they came from Europe during World War II and before that, and went through all of that, my Jewish side and my Italian side. And it's giving me chills right now. So I realize I have a lot of ancestral wisdom of pain. But what I realize about that is that I can transmute that pain into love. I can transmute that pain into love. And the things that I learned from my father, who went through all that and then ended up in this country, is that he understood love and beauty. He wasn't always able necessarily to express it to us, his children, but there was a part of him that was, I didn't realize at the time, that was very, very damaged by all that, PTSD probably. But my cousin wrote this whole thing about him, and it was about how when it was all over, the family had been separated, and they all made their way back to where they lived, and their house was pretty much destroyed. But my father was the one that took everybody together and said, let's make this beautiful again, and started finding stuff to cover the walls and paint. I don't know where he got it from, wallpaper. And then he said my dad went out and found a piano and brought it back to the house. Where he found a piano, I don't know. But I think, like some of the things I regret, I don't know if you feel this or not, is that I didn't ask my dad more questions. Like I wish I had asked him more questions, and I didn't. But the truth is, it's not about the things that happen, it's about the consciousness. It's about the everything that's stored within us. Because if it's true, and I know that it is, that I think I used the quote last week, that our subconscious, our subjective field, the one subconscious that we all live in, the one mind, the one power, whatever you want to call it for yourself, has everything within it that's ever happened, ever will happen, because there is no time and space. Everything is here right now. So all those memories, all of that stuff is in us. I think there's a song from The Lion King about that. I don't remember what it is, but it's something like it's in you or it's in us, when he was trying to find himself and his dad was coming to him. So what's it all about? I believe that we can embody that wisdom, that love, that consciousness, and we can leave aside the things that we don't want, because we are moving forward as a species, as humans in this human world, as spiritual beings in this human world, in this conditional world. This is the place where we get to, like, I feel like, amidst it all, everything happening, everything in our minds that that are created there by us, all those thoughts and stuff, all those things that we've taken with us from our ancestors, and that may not even be things we want. We get the opportunity to change that. And I think that, like for me, with my father and the way I was brought up, there was one day I was driving in the car with him, and he was going on about something, and I didn't agree with him. And yet I knew in that moment that was my whole relationship with him was healed, because I realized I couldn't change him. All I could change was myself, and I could still love him in spite of all the things he was saying and all the things that he was feeling that I didn't agree with. And that day, a whole world with him and me opened up to me, because I just was able to let it go and realize, I'm me, he's him. And yes, we have this bond as father and daughter, but I don't have to carry everything that he carried. And I think we don't have to carry what our parents carried necessarily. And sometimes those things were projected on us. And sometimes they were beautiful things. I mean, I have so many good memories of music in my home and loving parties and all of this wonderful thing that I cultivate and bring back into my life. And then the other stuff, we get to leave it behind, because if we hold on to it, the stuff that we don't want, if we keep holding on to it, nothing in the world is ever going to change. We're just going to keep living the same crazy stuff over and over and over. And it's up to us as individuals and as the collective that's alive now, that has this opportunity in the world, because we're walking in human bodies. It's different, right? If we didn't have our bodies, I don't know, I don't remember what it's like not to have a body, but I'm sure there's been plenty of times, because I do believe in reincarnation, that, I was out without a body. We don't get to it doesn't feel like we get to do that work, that's why we're here. We get to do it because we have to be here in the conditional world where all this stuff is coming at us, and we get to say, do we remember who we are? Do we remember who we are? And this has been a really powerful week, and all of these flowers represent that spirit, that consciousness that you hold and you loved. And even those of you that maybe didn't love it for a while, you've been able to let it go and just say, okay, I'm me, and now I get to go forward and remember this in a different way. So bless us for being here, for being the amazing, loving, divine people that we are, for being willing to look at the things in our life and saying, yes, like Florence Shin said, I cast that burden on the Christ within me and I walk free. That is such a freeing statement. Whatever burdens we're carrying, we get to cast them into this unlimited power and this unlimited love, and then just walk free. So I invite you today to possibly, if you're not, or if you even want to go higher than you are, to walk free and realize that there's a power within you that's greater than every little thing that ever happened in anyone's life or your life. It's still that power within you that's greater than all of that. Namaste. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce Kyle and Luis. Kyle is going to sing the song Hawaii 78. And if you're familiar with that song, and it's all about the land here, and I think there's a real strong message in this song for us as caretakers of the land. So thank you, Kyle and Luis.
Wamo ke au kai I kapono o Hawaii. Wamo ke au kai I kapono o Hawaii. For a day our king and queen would visit all these islands and saw everything. How they feel about the changes all around. Could you just imagine if they were around and saw highways on their sacred grounds? How would they feel about this modern city? Tears would come from each other's eyes as they would stop to realize that our people are in great, great danger now. Oh, would they feel? Would their smiles be content then cry? And cry for the gods, cry for the people, cry for the land that was taken away. And in the end, you'll find Hawaii. Wamo ke au kaina I kapono o Hawaii. Imagine if they came back and saw traffic lights and railroad tracks. How would they feel about this modern city life? And all the fighting the king had done to conquer all these islands, now there's condominiums. How would he feel if he saw Hawaii? Tears would come from each other's eyes as they would stop to realize that our land is in great, great danger now. Oh, would they feel? Would their smiles be content and cry? Cry for the gods, cry for the people, cry for the land that was taken away. And in the end, you'll find Hawaii. Wamo ke au kaina I kapono o Hawaii.
heart easy song.
Most of you probably already know Ua Mau Ke O Ka'aine Kapono. It just means the life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness.
Yes. Well, that was a beautiful little pop we had there, wasn't it? Yeah. Today actually is a great day. Look at this love pulsating. Yeah, last week I had talked a little bit about reframing, reclaiming, and renaming. And today we have an opportunity, I believe, to reframe this idea that we have of death, whatever it may be. It's that wonderful great mystery. Still. But I was thinking that reframe this idea of death and reclaim our connection. And rename it. Rename it from this thing called loss, right? To this thing called love beyond the veil. Yeah. Loss. No. Love beyond the veil. I was thinking of my mom this morning about this idea of beyond the veil, and I remember my mother had many exits, thinking she was exiting, but then she did not, and that's not uncommon. But I remember being with her when she looked, and she kept doing this. Oh-de-oh. And I was thinking, nice medication my mother's on, right? But then I realized, and she kept going like this. Oh-de-oh. And I'm thinking, was she leaving or was she preparing for her arrival? Oh-de-oh. And because our family has humor, my mother asked me, "Do you think your father will be over there?" I said, "Could be. I'll wait." And I thought, oh my gosh, she's seeing so much. And we had a beautiful, beautiful son of our mentor in California. And he was about 18, 17, and he was in there visiting my mom. And he walked out, and I said, "You can have some time with her by yourself." And he said, "That room is jam-packed." And I'm like, really? He could feel that. In our wonderful philosophy, we call it transitioning when that happens, from one experience, from one state of mind to another. My mom, once again, since she got a little airtime today, she didn't like that word. She said, "Transition? Why don't you just say die? Death, you know?" And I said, "Oh." But I like this idea of transition because we're constantly transitioning from one state of mind to another. And I had this thought at my desk at home, at the home office, I like to call it. I have a little picture of me when I was 6 weeks old. And God, I was cute. But aren't all babies? But I saw it up there, and I had this idea of transition, and I thought, we've all experienced transition. Because there's this little baby that I don't know anymore. I don't see that. Where did that go? And I was telling that to Rita this morning. I said, oh my God, talk about transitioning. We're this little baby, and then we're not. And it's like a death. But I never even thought of it till now. There's this idea that where is all of that laughter and all of the stuff in that little baby, and now we have transitioned into adults. into a different form, a different idea, and yet, that child still is living within us, laughing, crying, remembering the love beyond the veil. But I thought to myself, I didn't even think about the fact that that doesn't exist anymore, just like when we don't have them in our life anymore, right? But I transitioned and didn't even know it. It's one of those things, you'd have to live with me to see that this is like a constant. I'm always thinking of things. I can always look at Rita and she'll go, where's the baby that was you? Like, where's, it transitioned. Wow, right? Where's that little baby? Where's that growing? And there it is. So I would like to thank you too for your beautiful song too, and I'm going to kind of wrap it up with that. I think we've had so much excitement today that I just want to remember that there's so much going on if we take the moment to let it pulsate through us. There's no such thing to me as death or dying. There's just transitioning, changing. Every time I go to sleep at night and I wake up the next morning, it's like a resurrection, right? You go to sleep and you trust that you're going to wake up, and sometimes that happens and sometimes it doesn't. But love beyond the veil to me is, and just to say what I've been experiencing, the veil of what I call life is very thin these days, my friend. And that's the good news, because that means that the separation is fading. And so when we get to know, I don't have to see beyond the veil, because I get the opportunity to feel beyond the veil. So they live just like that baby lives within us. Anyone who has transitioned still lives fully within us. And that is the way I like to think of it. So I only have one thing to say: bless life. Let's celebrate life to the fullest, and see you later. Namaste. And what? What?
Wow, what a day.
Oh,
okay.
Just feel it, man. There's so many different emotions happening here, and it just feels to feel. I love it.
Okay, so thank you for what you give today. This is our time of giving, and I want you to know how important it is that the center is sustained and able to go on, and it's because of all of us, the giving that we give, that helps us in the world of conditional form to be able to do what we do. So we're grateful. So anything you give today is just a wonderful thing. And thank you to everyone online who gives. Thank you to those of you who give monthly and automatically. And thank you. That's all I'm going to say. It's all blessed. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
We can sing this song.
Oh, thank you.
Gotta say thank you.
This day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My beautiful friends, my beautiful friends. I want to say thank you. Thank you.
What
so grateful, so grateful, so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful life. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful life. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing day. This healing day. So thank you, say thank you,
Sing and I bless it and know that it goes out to just heal and prosper everything, us and the whole island and the whole world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
All right. So we have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead of us.
Are you in the right place?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I don't want you to miss anything.
It's all right. Micromanaging is beautiful. Oh,
I need this side. I think I'm better on this side.
wow.
All right, go ahead.
So much for that sacred moment. Let me see. So I do want to say thank you. Oh, thank you for our wonderful, wonderful person who donated last week to have our beautiful center cleaned. So it was we were very grateful. Thank you for that. But we're back here. Tuesday night is Isha and her sound bowls. And it is who's been to it? I know that many here. It is incredible. I really, let's say 25th, it's the 26th. It's at 6 p.m. You pay early, you save $5.
Right. So you can go to the bookstore and sign up for it for Tuesday night at 6 o'clock.
Exactly.
If you haven't done it yet, it's amazing. It will really shift your energy.
And we've been having fun on Wednesday nights. We're a little test piloting, and we had Jonathan the very first night. Then last week we had Deb Valentina. And this week we have our wonderful brother Sage. And he has an incredible, rich history as an author, speaker, teacher, and healer, and a million other things. So we are loving this idea of bringing it. It's from 6 to 7, exactly, from 6 to 7. And it's been really well received. We're just getting to know people in our community and things that they do. Friday night, oh my gosh, I cannot wait. We've been doing spiritual cinema for a long time, but I cannot wait to see the 7 Years in Tibet. It is a classic for me. It is a classic. Not just because of, Brad, what's his name? Oh, Brad Pitt. No. You'd think that I was a stand-in for him when I was in Hollywood. You would think I'd remember his name. Anyway, he's going to be there, and no, he's not. But the movie, who's seen it before 100 years ago? Yeah, it is so incredible. We didn't even watch it again because I wanted that experience of watching this again, like for the first time. And then Saturday morning, we have our beautiful Alex right here, no chairs, just open space for his invite you to move. Please sign up. And there's also, sign up gives you a gift because it's $5 less by doing that. Now, we're on Sunday, May 31st, which is next Sunday, which is our sad and yet wonderful opportunity to say hui ho to our beautiful Reverend Diane and Sue Buckley, or right? I always want to call her minister.
And if you don't know, they're moving to North Carolina to start a new life there, so
and they'll
we're
be back here
sad, but we're happy for them.
Exactly. So let's send them out aloha style. So 2 things. Back there is our sign-up. I know no one likes to commit to what they're bringing. I've got it down, but we're going to get over that. So you go back and say just something you're going to be bringing, and because we kind of fill in for that. So then the second thing is, I want to say thank you. Your volunteering has just been wonderful. Keep it up. So here's the deal. I know who you are, so I will run after you if you think you're going to go out the door, because I have my little clip thing to go. Can you do breakdown? Can you do setup? Can you do? We need probably, believe it or not, only about 5 more. I have 13
for next week. Are you talking about?
For next week? Yeah. Next week, only 5 more. So I have about 13 people now to cover all of the bases, and I'll have that full by the time you all get up out of your seat and put chairs away. And I'll have you all. I know
It's
who
just
you
a
are.
bigger Sunday next week because we have a potluck, and that's why it's messier. So we need more help.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you for today too, for coming and doing your wonderful Malama work and setting up early and people dropping by flowers. It's just working. When we work together, it's less time as well. When you have that amount, it's over like that. So thank you to everyone who is volunteering. And then,
do you need something today? Did you say?
Yes. Well, no, actually, I'm good today.
All right.
If you want to go back to Mr. Ron back there, we have Gregory breaking down because we don't have a lot going on, no food or anything about that. So Gregory's already doing it. So if you want to give Gregory a hand to get the chairs gone and go to Ron, that's great too. More the merrier.
Do me a favor though, everybody that helped today, I don't have all the names up here. I'd just like you to stand up. So the ones that were Malama and set up and clean up, just stand up so we can just give you some love. All right. Thank you.
And Leslie too, she's in there counting the blessings.
It makes such a big difference. And
so
Charles and Jonathan down there too.
And these, everywhere. So we're having a lot of fun. And Miss Angela's going to be returning soon. So she's going to be all up and at it, and you guys are going to say, "We got it, Angela, we got it." Okay, a couple of just last, we don't have to get into it, but the sign was back there too. Pride Parade is June 6th. And we're going to have some more fun. We got 2 cars in there. They're going to be the Namaste Singers. They're going to be in the back, like the Beverly Hillbillies, and they're going to be like, they're going to be. Oh, I guess someone's going to be in the rocker. I don't know who that's going to be. But anyway, we have lots of stuff to hand out. It is the most wonderful day. It's a support to me, not just of the LGBTQ plus community, but to be proud of all of us and what we do in this community called Kaua'i. And it's beautiful. So there, and then a special guest is coming. She's coming. She's probably watching. Lori Savage, Dr. Lori Savage is she's doing her workshop, and she's going to speak too. So we got 2 weeks of that starting with the 7th, and then the next week is her workshop on Saturday. You don't want to miss it because she created it especially for this group here, us, our community. And that's it.
It's Saturday.
It's on Saturday.
10 to 1.
The 13th, 10 to 1. And
June 13th, 10 to 1. Oh, the Pride Parade is 6 o'clock. I'm sorry, 6.
January,
June 6th. No, not January 6th. We don't want to talk
was
about
the
that.
pop out there.
June 6th, and I believe we have to be there by 8:30 the latest, but I will be sending something out.
Yeah, we're going to send us a sign up.
Some of us get there at 8 if we have to decorate the truck and all of that stuff in the car.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
So plan on 8.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk. We'll talk. So last but not least, speaking of the wonderful.
Okay, so I'm launching a new book on June 10th. It actually goes live on June 1st on Amazon, but I'm going to have a book signing here. And my book is called Once Upon a Rainbow, a trilogy of queer fairy tales of belonging, joy, and liberation.
Beautiful.
And I just have been intuiting to write these fairy tales from a LGBTQ perspective instead of always having books for kids to read about how, heterosexual relationships are it. So it's just, I'm really proud of it. And I hope you'll join us on June 10th. Why am I in January? Okay, June begins with a J. June 10th.
We're projecting into that.
We're going to have a little reception. I'm going to sign some books. We're going to talk about that, and maybe I'll read a story to you, and it'll be fun.
Right.
So
we're at 6 o'clock. We're getting a lot of from the California and from all New York, and people are like, I want to be a part of this because we all can be a part of this book because we all can have the.
Well, we've all. I bet there's not one person here that haven't felt at some time in their life that they didn't belong.
And they
And
didn't fit in.
whatever your sexual orientation is, we all grew up with that idea that sometimes we just felt like we didn't belong, and I think it's for that too.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, we got a lot going on here too, and we'll see all you 5 people who are going to help me with my volunteer list for next week.
So just to thank all those volunteers and Ron Stover and Leslie in the kitchen area, and Kiana and Leslie were counting the beautiful abundance. And Reverend Diane, thank you for what you contributed today, both in the
Yes.
meditation.
And Deb,
and
thanks.
Jonathan, thank you again for the sound bowls during meditation.
We love them.
And for everything
Thank
you do
you.
back there with sound. And Charles, of course, you're manning by yourself today. Okay. And Namaste, where are you? Thank you.
Thank
that
you
was
for
so
that
beautiful.
beautiful
That brings
song.
back so many memories because we sang that song every Sunday at James's church.
Every
that was
Sunday
the
when we were
meditation
there.
song every single Sunday until it wasn't about 10 years we did it. I think. Yeah.
go.
So and then did I forget anybody? No, I don't think so.
Okay.
That's it. And oh wait, I did. Kyle and Luis.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to sing Lean On Me. So my suggestion is
Yeah,
invite
let's
you to get
stand
up and hold
lean
hands,
on each
all right?
other.
Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, and I'll help you carry on. Oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow. Oh, no one can fill those of your needs that you won't get sure. Yeah, just call on the brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem, you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on. Oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road, I'll share your load if you just call me. Hey, just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem, you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on. Oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Lean on. Somebody to lean on. We all need somebody to lean